Hi guys, welcome to the video. A few months ago my brother and I did a track day and I had a bit of an accident in it and I crashed it. The track day was at Brands Hatch. I lost control of the car coming out of Druids, which is a hairpin. The car spun round and I went sideways into the tyre barrier. I damaged it, but it is repairable, so this video is all about following me repairing it basically. So damage wise, the rear quarter panel completely knackered, both doors on the side are dented in, and the front wings dented, smashed indicator, bent steering, and yeah, so I felt really bad. It's my brother's car, not my car, and I want to fix it for him. So I just want to show you what I did to get the car running again and back where it belongs doing track days. The car's a BMW E46 328i. It's been stripped out, it's got a roll cage and racing seats and that kind of thing. It's a great little track car, but unfortunately it was the first time I drove it and I've crashed it, so yeah. Right, as you can see the car's now up on axle stands, so get to have a bit of a look underneath. I've taken the tray out from underneath, and as you can see there's power steering fluid all over it, so it'll be interesting to see what's happened under there. If I bring you round to the side, so you can see the damaged wing there, and obviously this wheel just flopping around all over the place, so I can already see that the tie rod there has snapped. Let's have a look underneath. So yeah, you can see this tie rod here has snapped and has come away from the other end. So looking at the steering rack actually looks okay. Doesn't seem bent, there's nothing leaking out of it. I did notice some power steering fluid leaking out from this hose here, which is what feeds the power steering pump from the reservoir. So I've put a new Jubilee clip on that. Hopefully the impact's just loosened the old clip and that's what's caused the fluid to come out. So I'm going to go ahead and change this. Okay, right, so we've got the tie rod on. We've sorted out the power steering hose, but we think we might need to get a new power steering pump, but the car moves and we can steer it, so just wanted to have a quick look at the damage while it's out in the daylight. So I've taken the headlight out, that is intact, so that can go back in, and the indicator was smashed, so that needs replacing. I have got one to go in there. As you can see, the wing took the brunt of it, so that needs to come off. We've got a new one over there in the same colour, so that's alright, so that's going to go on. Mirror cover, I need to get one of those, that's not too much of a problem. The door is possibly repairable, but I've got a new door in the right colour anyway, so that can go back on. The rear door I haven't got one, but that's quite a minor dent, so that can be pulled out and the paint can just be touched up. The biggest damage is up at the back here on the rear quarter panel, so that took most of the damage, most of the impact. I've pulled some of it out, but it's pretty unrepairable, so I've actually got a repair panel that's going to be welded on to that, so I'm going to cut out the old one, probably down by the wheel, just inside the door shut, and it should fit nicely. And then as you can see, the light doesn't line up and the boot lid doesn't line up where it's all just crumpled in, so the new repair panel should solve that. Just means I'm going to have to take the bumper off, cut this one out with a grinder and weld the new one on, but that'll be later in the video. We had to trailer the car to my garage where there's power, where we can do welding and cutting and things like that. So off it goes. Here's the car in its new home for the time being, looking pretty sorry for itself. The power steering pump was changed, but it didn't fix the problem we were having with the steering, so it was time for a new power steering rack. Here it is with the old rack removed. Now installed. Now the car's mechanically running, I can start working on the bodywork. Here's the rear quarter panel cut out and removed. And here's the repair panel test fitted. So there you go. It really was a labour of love and hate. There was a few things I had to learn as I went. I hadn't ever painted with a compressor before, so that was something I had to learn, that was new. I had to figure that out as I went. Some things were done to the car that I wasn't able to film. We installed some adjustable camber plates and arms, and I also did all the geometry myself, so I had to, I'd never done that before, so I had to learn that. I used string and rulers. That was something else I had to learn as I went. I also ran into some issues during the build, which I wasn't able to film. The instrument cluster decided to crap itself, so I had to replace that. The seat frames also needed a bit of work. We previously had some cheap adjustable seat sliders in there, which folded in half pretty much when the crash happened. So I welded up some new fixed frames, which also sat a bit lower as well, so that they work really well. We managed to get the car out on a track day recently. Brands Hatch is our local track, so we took it there. The car was completely untested, so we were nervous, but it performed flawlessly all day. It felt really good to drive around the track. It handled well. The geometry and the setup worked really well. We were the nervous ones, so we probably need to rebuild our confidence a little bit, but we had a good day, we had fun. The car went home in one piece and nothing broke, so happy days. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, and I'll try and make some more in the future. Bye for now.